stability. The milkman, the paper boy, evening TV. Did I get delivered here? Somebody tell me, please. This whole world's confusing me. Clouds as lean as you ever seen. Ain't a bird who knows you're true. Then a little voice inside you whispers, don't sell your dreams so soon. Everywhere you look, there's a heart, a hand to hold on to. Everywhere you look, there's a face of somebody who needs you. Everywhere you look, when you're lost out there and you're all alone, life is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look, and everywhere you look.
Oh, I didn't see you there. Welcome back, Bobcats, and you guessed it, it's the right time at den time. I'm Mr. Melton, and today we're going to be talking to you about a few different topics. We're going to be talking about course change requests. We're also going to touch on a little bit about 9th through 11th grade upcoming IGPs, and then we're also going to be talking a little bit about senior internships, and finally, we're going to be talking about December graduates.
Hey Bobcats, Miss Holman here. Just want to talk to you quickly about course change requests. You will be receiving today in den time your schedule for next semester, as well as the opportunity where you will have the opportunity to look at the courses in which are available for next semester and change your courses for next semester. So you have an area to add a class and to drop a class. It must be signed by your parent, and it must be signed by the student, as well as your phone numbers in case we have any questions or come across any issues with your course change request. Also, these are due no later than November 18th, 2022. So make sure you have these in right before Thanksgiving break. If you have any questions, please feel free to see your counselor. Otherwise, please get this in no later than November 18th.
Is it true that not every student can get the course request changes they ask for?
Yes, that is true. Sometimes what we find is that the course changes that students put in conflicts with other classes that they are taking. Also, we find that students put in courses that are not on the list to change into. And these are the only classes listed are the classes that are available to our students for next semester. So when students are filling out this course change form, please do not add any classes in that are not already on the list.
As you know, we are already working with our juniors. We will be completing all the junior IGPs by the beginning of December. And then we will be starting after Christmas on our freshmen, and then we will move into our sophomores last. So for the IGP appointments, you're receiving notifications through Bright Arrow where you can sign up for an appointment time. And if you don't sign up for the appointment time by the deadline that we list, then we will be assigning times for you. As you all know, we have to do IGPs with each of you, and we want to give everybody ample time, so we have to have all of our slots filled. So we're very excited. Be ready to meet all your counselors if you haven't been meeting them already before.
Does my parent have to come?
Well, parents certainly are invited. We like them to come, but you can have a designee, and if your parent can't make it, then we obviously will do the IGP without them.
Okay, thank you.
All right, seniors, many of you have senior internships coming up next spring. That's what we call our work-based learning for your career and technology education pathway. You need to start going out to businesses and talking to the managers and seeing, where you can do your internship. Remember, it does have to align with your CAPE program.
I completed the health science pathway, health science 1, 2, 3, but I work at Five Guys. Could I do an internship and get paid for it at Five Guys?
Unfortunately not. It does have to align with your program pathway and the content that you learned in that pathway.
Now, if you had done foods 1 and 2 and personal finance, then you could do that.
Oh.
Yeah.
You should think about taking those classes.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Last but not least, we're excited to have our early graduates this December. And one important item, you have to have the form turned in. The deadline was October 14th, and we're missing quite a few. So early grads, please get to the guidance office and turn your form in as soon as possible.
But Ms. Qualls, where's the form? I've lost mine.
The form is in the guidance office.
All right, great. Please come and get the form. Turn it in.
Please, we want to see you graduate.
Yes.
Like right now.
Hi, my name is Mrs. Coffey, and I am the instructional coach here at Bluffton High School. Today, I will talk about some of the myths versus the facts of studying. Number one myth, cram sessions work. That's actually not true. In fact, the best defense is a good offense. What that means is that you should try to attend school every day. Pay attention while you're in class. Take notes. Focus on your homework. The more time you spend concentrating in class, the less time you'll actually need to study for tests. Myth number 2 is that music and TV help you study. And that's actually contrary to what research shows. You should create a study-friendly environment, somewhere that's quiet and free of distractions. If you do choose to listen to music, listen to classical music. Research shows that our brains are trained to process language, so that even if you don't realize it, if you're listening to music, you're probably focused on the lyrics, not what you're studying. Myth number 3, I forget information if I study weeks before the test. I have to cram the night before. That's actually not true. Research shows that you should review your notes every day. You are more likely to retain the information if you review the notes within 24 hours after learning the material. You should also spend about 5 to 10 minutes each day reviewing your notes. Myth number 4, well, studying means I have to reread the notes or the material 100 times. That's actually not true. When you study for tests, you should actually use something that researchers call active recall. That means you or a friend are actually asking questions about the material, not just rereading it. There's a difference between memorizing and learning. When you use active recall, you can distinguish between what you've memorized versus what you actually have learned. Myth number 5, I have a good memory, so I don't need to study. You're in high school now, and so even if you've gotten by in the past by memorizing material, your teachers are asking you to actually apply the information. Try to make connections with the information that you're learning in class. You are more likely to remember it and to learn it for the long term if you can actually make a connection to something that you already know. If you do need to memorize something like a formula, try using a mnemonic device like Please Excuse My Dear Aunt Sally or Holmes to remember the Great Lakes. Number 6, homework is just busy work. That's actually a myth. Your teachers have plenty to do. They don't need to give you homework to have something to grade. Homework should be used as a tool to help you study. It can help you distinguish what you already do know and the material that you still need to ask questions about in class. Myth number 7, I don't have time to study. I'm too busy. Use your class time wisely. Oftentimes teachers give class time to complete homework or to ask questions. You have the expert sitting right in front of you. Use that time wisely to distinguish between what you do know and what you still need to learn. Number 9, I'm just not that smart, so I'm not going to get grades. You may not be as smart as other people, but research shows that grades are actually much more indicative of your college success than a standardized test like the SAT or the ACT. If you work hard every day, you are more likely to succeed than people who may just have more natural intelligence. The last tip, I'll multitask. Research shows that multitasking is not effective for retaining information. Focus on one subject. Set a set time limit, and then reward yourself, and then move on to the next subject. And the last tip, high school is not the end game. High school is just a path for you to get to greater things. Enjoy your high school experience, but studying will make your life so much easier. Thank you.
and everywhere you look. Ba-da-ba-ba-da.